English learning nerds! Welcome back. Welcome to my little corner of YouTube where I just talk about learning Japanese. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Today I wanted to talk about a little bit of a spending spree that I went on last weekend. Last weekend was a little bit stressful, so I had a bit of retail therapy, but I bought stuff online. I bought manga. While I love having physical books, as you can tell, unfortunately in London there's not really anywhere that I know of that I can just go and get manga written in Japanese anymore. The last place I knew of was JP Books, and they closed down their shop. And their website is still going, but they haven't come back to be a physical shop that I can walk around and smell all the books. Please come back to us, JP Books, please. But anyways, it meant that my little manga spending spree was all online. I bought some digital manga, and I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into them. Yes, reading. And I just wanted to share them with you. I wanted to let you know what I bought, what are they about, and yeah, my thoughts and why I'm interested in them, general thing. I just want to show you what I bought, basically. I don't have any physical books to show you, unfortunately, but I will have the images appear here as I chat about them, so you actually can physically see what I'm going on about. As I said, I bought 5 of them. I bought them all on a website called Bookwalker. They have both like a Bookwalker Global, where you can just buy manga in English, but they do also have a Japanese website, and if you have an account on one, you have an account on the other. But it means I've been able to very easily buy some manga written in Japanese to help me with my reading skills, yeah. So 4 out of the 5 are volume 1s to a series, so they're all from a different series. There's only one exception, which is one of them is volume 2 of a series that I have read before and that I have talked about on this channel before as well. So I'm going to start with them as soon as it's volume 2, and it's volume 2 of Spy Family, which if you happen to have caught the video where I talked about reading volume 1, then you will already know that I love this manga. I originally read it in English, so I already know the story. I read the first volume, still really loved it, and was just, yeah, I want to continue reading it in Japanese. Yeah, it's just so good. And as of recording, episode 1 of Spy Family, the anime, has come out, and I've watched it, and it is so good. It's good. It's good. Please watch it. It's good. Yeah, I couldn't resist getting volume 2 of this one. But all the rest are volume 1s, so let's get into those a bit more. The second manga I got was volume 1 of a series called Blue Period. I picked this because I've watched season 1 of Blue Period's anime. I watched it, really liked it, thought it was great, and yeah, I was very interested in seeing what the manga was like. This series, it's the main character. He's a high school student who at the very beginning discovers a passion for art, and he wants to learn everything about art, and he wants to get into a good art university, and it's about his journey of doing that. It's really good. I really liked the artwork in the anime, it being about art. So they did really well with the illustrations of that, and yeah, I would love to see what the manga version of that is like. So yeah, I bought volume 1. Yes, Blue Period. The third one that I got was volume 1 of a series called Kaguya-sama Love is War. This is another one where I watched the anime, really loved it, and I want to see what the manga is like for this. When I originally watched it, for some reason the first couple of episodes I really wasn't into it. I was like, meh. But as I kept watching, it really won me over. It's a love story. These two, I think it's high school again. These two high school students, they are pretty much in love with each other, but neither one will be caught dead admitting that they like the other, right? They just, and the whole kind of comedy comes from them trying to get the other to kind of admit their feelings while denying their own feelings at the same time. And there's lots of over-the-top comedy shenanigans going on, but it's really well done. It's so funny. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I thought, seeing as I already know that I like this story, and season 3 has just kicked off a few days ago, so yeah, I thought, well, this would be good reading material. I know I like the story, so yeah, I'm gonna give this a go. The fourth one is one that's called My Love Story. Now, this is another love story, surprise, but it's a little bit less. It's not as over the top as Kaguya-sama. This one is a little bit more realistic in its day-to-day life. There's a couple of things that are over the top here and there, but this one is such a pure-hearted story. Like I bought volume 1, but I haven't read it yet. It had been turned into an anime, and that's where I know it from. I watched that almost twice. I think I watched it because I watched it and then my partner was watching it, and then I think I would come over and be like, "What are you watching? What episode are you on?" But yeah, this love story is so wholesome and so sweet. Now, a little bit of a warning: if you're not into very sweet stories, then maybe this one isn't for you. It's because it is very sweet. But if you do like that amount of sweetness, then this will be a great, just to spurge, inject that sweetness directly into the veins. This is for you. At the beginning of the story, the main character, he, poor guy, he's a high school student, and he has he looks huge and intimidating, and he is not popular with the ladies at all, just not even. But in his little heart of hearts, he is a sweet little romantic, and he just wants a girlfriend, and he just wants to hold their hand, and it's so cute. He is so sweet that even though every time he has a crush on a girl, they always turn out to have a crush on his best friend, because his best friend is like perfect, has, perfect everything. He's the one that all the girls love, the complete opposite of him. But every time he finds out that the girl he has a crush on wants to get with his best friend instead, obviously he feels crushed, but he doesn't. He would encourage her to like ask his friend out, because he's like, I don't want to get in the way of someone else finding love. Like he's so sweet. That's just kind of the backstory for this. The start of the story is him actually meeting a young girl. She's this cute, sweet little girl, and unlike all the others, she's not interested in the handsome best friend. She's all about the main character. She loves him so much, and it's just about their relationship, and it is sweet and wholesome, and it's just so, he's so sweet. So yeah, I wanted to find out what the manga was like. So yeah, that's why I bought that one. The final one that I bought is one called My Brother's Husband. Now this is one that I've been hearing about for a long time. People have been recommending it, saying that it's quite a good story. I don't think it's a very long series. I think there might be only, I want to say there's like 4 volumes or something in it. But yeah, so this one, unlike all of the others where when I'm reading it, I will already know the story because either I've read it in English or I've watched the anime. This one is one that I haven't done any of that. So I've just heard good things about it, word of mouth. This one hasn't been turned into an anime yet either, but it has been turned into a live action TV show that they did in Japan, which would be interesting. I think I might try and hunt that down somewhere after I've read it perhaps. But yeah, this one is a slice of life. The main character is he's a single dad and he has a twin brother, but they've been estranged for a very, very long time. They've had no contact for so long. And one of the things that has kind of put a wedge between him and his brother was that he was, like, at least I think this is what I'm thinking, this is what I've gathered that the story is about. This estrangement, kind of what put a wedge between them a little bit was the fact that he was uncomfortable about the fact that his brother was gay, and they haven't talked for many, many years. Then quite sadly his brother has now passed away, so there's no chance of making amends with each other. But one day his brother's husband turns up at his door. His brother's husband has travelled all the way from Canada to he wants to get to know his deceased husband's family that he never got a chance to meet before. And he's there for a couple of weeks, I think. And over that time, I think it's meant to be quite a nice story, but also, the main character kind of goes through, kind of looking inward at himself and his views, and understanding that maybe that's why he and his brother never talked for so long. Drama stuff. I think there's also a thing of maybe it takes him a while to accept that this random Canadian guy who turned up is... It takes him a while to accept that he is family, But whereas his as I said, he's a single father, his little daughter, I think she immediately is like, oh, well, you're my uncle, I guess. Welcome to the family. In that sort of very sweet, innocent way, accepting someone so quickly and easily for who they are. As I say, out of all of them, that's the one I know the least about, but it's the one that I'm really looking forward to reading. I think I might, I don't know, will I save that one for last, perhaps? But I'm thinking all the others, because I have a better knowledge about the stories, it might be a bit easier to try and get through the Japanese, whereas this one, it's brand new, so maybe I'll have a bit more difficulty with that. I don't know. I just have to wait and see. I haven't bought manga in a long while, so being able to go through the website and be like, I'm picking that one and then pick that one and I'm gonna pick that one, that felt really nice. To be able to just to buy a whole bunch of them, that made me feel good. While I was sad that I couldn't go to a physical shop and browse and pick them off the shelf and then buy them, while I don't have that, at least because I was buying them digitally online, they were cheaper. So I also have no excuse to not get stuck into these because it's on Bookwalker. I can read it on my laptop or even on my phone. So I should get reading. Get reading. I don't know if I've mentioned it here on the channel or if it was just on a mini article that I wrote on Ko-fi. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to mention it here. Last year, I was able to read 3 manga in Japanese. So I'm kind of using that as a minimum for this year. I want to read a minimum of 3 manga in Japanese, and my kind of proper goal that I want to go for is 6. I want to see if I can read this year 6 manga in Japanese. Maybe, hopefully. I've already read 1 this year, and that was Volume 1 of Demon Slayer. I got that ticked off. So if I can get another 5 in, that'd be great. And I bought 5 here, so there's no reason for me not to attempt this goal. That was my little spending spree of manga. Do let me know if you've bought any manga recently. I would love to be nosy at your bookshelves. Or maybe if you're thinking about buying something, what are you tempted to get? Yeah, let me know what you reading. Alright, enough natterings on from me today. As I say, do let me know if you've got any manga to read. Even if it's in English, just let me know what you're reading, you know? I will hopefully see you in the next video. So for now, have a good rest of your week. And remember, may your grammar be structured and your vocabulary varied. Bye!